If you want to remain a noob in DSA, skip this video right away. Hi guys, I'm the algorithm and I'm rated in the top 0.3% of the platform. This is day 18 of LeetCode POTD challenge where I show you the intuition and the solution of LeetCode POTDs to help you improve your DSA skills. Today's question is delete characters to make fancy string. A fancy string is a string where no three consecutive characters are equal. Given a string S, delete the minimum possible number of characters from S to make it fancy. In the first solved example, the string S is not a fancy string, and to make it a fancy string, we can delete any one instance of E, which will make sure that there are no three consecutive characters that are equal. While making these deletions, I have to make sure that I do a minimum number of deletions to make my string fancy. Solving this question is quite easy. I can keep track of my current character and its consecutive frequency and make sure if the frequency becomes more than 2, I'm not adding it into my final answer. But if the consecutive frequency is less than or equals to 2, I'm going to add it into my final answer. At the end of this iteration, I'm going to return my final answer as the output. Let's now look at the C++ solution. Here I've initiated some of the variables like previous character, its frequency, and a string answers to store in my final answer. On the iterations, what I'm doing is I'm checking if my current character is equals to my previous character. In that case, I'm adding its frequency, and if it is not that case, I am initiating my previous with the new character and marking its frequency as 1. At the end of this, I'm checking if the frequency of my current character is less than 3. In that case, I'm adding it into my answer. At the end of this whole iteration, I'm returning my final answer.